Hi and welcome back to my next video by EGGY Fits. Welcome back everybody. This is going to be a video showing you how I fit these hexagon tiles. These tiles are from Amtico and at first they were a bit of a nightmare, but I got the hang of it after a while. This was the first time I ever did it, so if you want you can come with me and we can explore this together. Now this is where I run into some problems. I start finding that they're not sitting tight together. So if you look at that, there's a slight gap in that tile. You spin it round and now that tile's fine, but look, it's over the top. There's a lip on it. Okay, let's spin it again. And what do we find? Look, it's over the top of that tile. Spin it again. And it's short. So they're not cut 100% perfect. They're supposed to be laser cut, but obviously they're not perfect. They were acclimatized, so that can't be an excuse. Every time you spin it around, it's either too big or short. So I went with too big, trying to squeeze it in. So now it's time to start cutting these cuts against this wall. So I'm going to put a tile on top of another tile. I'm going to use another hexagon to mark the wall on the tile underneath. And now I just cut the backing out slightly so it fits nicely. Just need a little sliver off. And it fits perfectly. So I've gone off and I've got a plank from another job and I've cut it down to the width of these tiles so I can use it so I can cut the hexagons in one piece, because when I used the other hexagon to cut it against the wall I had to keep moving it along, but with this I can just go straight across and it fits nice. So here we are, I'm going to show you the other side. I cut that in and it looks like it fits nicely. Now I'm going to cut the big piece. Now, well, the problem with this big piece, I didn't realise, is that it doesn't fit on the sides. So I have to offer up another hexagon and spin it round until the sides align, because like I said, this stuff doesn't fit perfect. And now I'm going to use the piece I cut previously as a template to cut it down. And I'll cut the backing out and it should fit 100%. Get that little small one in that I cut previously. There you go. Nice. Now these cuts here are the ends. So they're not the sides of the design, they're actually the end. So that's the back marker for the side, and this new piece underneath is back marker for the length. As you can see, is the length. See, that's the width. And that's the length. That piece is to back mark the lengths. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm back marking it. Now that's how you back mark it, because if you look on that point to point, the line of design back is offset by half the tile. So you have to put it on the points for the length. Can't put them over the top of each tile. As you can see, it goes underneath the bath panel, so you don't have to cut it off. Even though I do, because it's hitting, there's a piece of wood underneath the bath panel where that screw's screwing into. There we go. So each line of this design is offset. So like a bit like a zigzag. On that point again, and you've got to line the back edge on that point and that point. So all the points lined up so you know it's square. Cutting it down. Couple scores, because this stuff's really quite tough. And there she goes. Beautiful. Now on this half, I decided to draw around them dry, clear it out, and then just start putting them in. Making sure that I juggle them around so not all the same colour and all the same sort of design, if you know what I mean. Because some of them look a bit like motley, and some of them look a bit like marble. So I'm just putting them in and spinning them around until they look like they fit really good. And I just need to get them done because I only had a day to do these two. I had two bathrooms, or a bathroom and an ensuite. Plus, obviously, this glue goes off. It's quite warm. So I'm trying to juggle them so not all the same colours. Get them as random as I can. We're putting them in, spinning them around until they look the best they can be. And the last one. So now we've got to do this door frame. So we'll put it in, have a look at the sides, spin it round, make sure that it looks nice on the sides. That's good. So we'll have it that way, please. Our back marker. Nice sharp pencil. Just sliding underneath the door frame is lovely. Always rub your pencil line off so you don't have to go back after you've glued it down and try and get that pencil mark out. So that one's done. Now we got to do this tricky one. That is a very tricky door frame. It was probably one of the worst door frames of the job. So as is normal, you mark all your lengths. then you cut down your furthest lengths, furthest ones away, and build up your design. I have to go up the wall slightly because the skirting curved. Now I'm marking all my whips. It's a bit of a tight fit, so I take off a little bit in that corner. And a little bit more needs coming off this curve. And as you can see, she slides in a beaut. There you go, thumbs up. Now we got these lengths. Remember, point to point. Now those big tiles are in, we've got the little issue of these little triangles. So with these offcuts, I'm turning it around, marking from point to length, so you've got two marks of reference, and then I'll put it on a piece of scrap, cut it all the way through, see if it fits. It's slightly too thick, so I'll take a little sliver off, and there she is. Fits perfect. Now it's the dreaded loo. We're doing the dot to dot effect here. The more dots you can put on it, the more accurate it will be. And you've got to try and get your back marker pretty square with the loo. It's a pretty good curve. Looks like it needs a little trim. And there she goes. She looks perfect. So, time for me to wrap up. I hope you liked it. If you did, then please give us a subscribe. It's really helping everybody who's subscribing lately. Thank you very much. I'm really close to 1,000. I really would appreciate if you subscribed, because 98% of people that watch this aren't subscribed, and all it is a bookmark. Basically it means that you'll get notified when I upload a new video. That's it. It doesn't cost you a penny. And it really helps the channel. So I will be signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.